is dead. It's frozen. The universe has shut it down. Now, I don't want to say that I'm addicted to technology, but it plays a big part in my life. Things get organised through my technology. And so I thought, okay, I need to get this thing up and running. So when I tried all the things, and I'm not too bad with technology, once I've tried all the things that should fix it, nothing worked. Now, if I have an Achilles heel, then it's my technology not working the way that I want it to. I can pretty well be patient and tolerant with many things. So if I put this in the framework of, critical parent, adult, and wounded child, my technology going bust seems to trigger not a wounded child, but a raging child. So it's a 5-year-old going burko in my head, triggering all sorts of things. Okay, immediate needs gratification. This thing should work right now when I want it to. And because it's not, it's the worst thing that could happen to me in my entire life. My adult goes, don't be ridiculous. You're being a baby. Get out of the nappy, wipe your backside and get on with it. So I go, okay, well, I could buy a new one. That'd be a really quick solution. I could just, get them to deliver it, blah, blah, blah. That'd solve the problem. Yeah, the adult goes, yeah, well, that's a bit ridiculous. This could be a simple fix that might cost you a couple of $100 as opposed to close to 3,000. Okay. I'll need to delay gratification here. So if I run through the bits, so the first thing is self-awareness. I'm fully aware that my child is having a tantrum. But as the adult in the room, I'm having a little chat to my 5-year-old going, just chill, dude, it's going to be okay. So I thought, okay, this is not the worst possible thing that could happen. Lots of other things could happen. In the scheme of things, this is not a biggie. A couple of days, it'll be okay. We'll have the desktop running, it'll be good. I'll get the technicians in. Now, on the Wednesday, I also had scheduled a review with my surgeon for my shoulder and to have a talk to him about my right shoulder because it's been giving me curry. So for the last couple of months, I've been in chronic pain. Now, if one thing is going to rub anyone the wrong way, is having constant pain. Anyone who's had that experience knows exactly what I'm talking about. We have a tendency to become grumpy, short-tempered, often belligerent. Don't cross me. But I generally, and I'm not blowing my own trumpet here, but I have a fairly high pain threshold. I manage it quite well, usually through, deep relaxation, a good pain management approach, including the right sort of meds. And so, I'm sort of looking forward to having a chat with a surgeon. We get on, it's a Zoom consult because it saved me time going up to his surgery. And he goes, look, your left shoulder's fantastic. It's brilliant. You've done really, really well. I'm chuffed. And then I said, yeah, but, the right shoulder's been really playing up and, it's interrupting my sleep and, I'm trying to train and exercise and get back into the ocean properly. And I just get beaten up by this thing. I feel like I'm an 80-year-old man. I didn't exactly say that to him, but in my head I'm sort of rolling this liturgy. And he goes, oh, yeah, well, have you got an MRI for it? And I said, yeah, a couple of years we did both, remember? And he goes, well, I had a look and it's not there. And I'm like, this is great. I know where this is going. I've got to have another MRI. And I went, shit. Okay, so what's the go? And he goes, well, I'll send you a referral. You need to get a new MRI, and there's 2 options, but both are surgery. So one is a complete shoulder replacement like you had on the left, so you know what you're getting yourself in for, and the other one is arthroscopy. So that's still surgery, but we'll see. We can't make a decision at this point in time. It's going ballistic, not happy, and I'm managing it. Okay, so we've gone through essentially almost a whole week of some fairly significant challenges in my otherwise very comfortable and well organized life. Not a problem. Okay. Now you might think that at this point we're sort of done with Loki's universe, that we've got no more mischief going on and there's no more adversity or little things coming out of left field. But wait for it. So I go, okay, I'll get off the phone, I'll settle down, have something, like a cup of tea, and then I go, okay, let me do the podcast. So I sit down and I do the podcast, and I've set it up on my iPad, which is, everything seems to be going really, really well. 20 minutes, I'm done. And I'm going, yes, that went really, really, really well. Enjoyed doing that. And then I went to review it, and at 4 minutes, it stops. What? It didn't record the other 16 minutes. I'm devastated at this point. It was a good podcast. I really enjoyed it. And my 5-year-old's back in action. He's going berserk. Do not throw the iPad through the door, the window, anything. Just sit, breathe, and work out what the problem is. Now, the problem is, one, I've got to find some time to do this again. I'm going, it's not going to be as good, which probably isn't, because the other one really cranked it. And so I'm sitting there trying to work this out, and I went, there's got to be a reason why it cuts off at 4 minutes. And sure enough, you need to change some of the settings to automatic. Then it doesn't stop at 8 bars or 4 minutes. Okay, I've learned something new. Breathe. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Just have to do it again. Doesn't matter whether it's not as good as the last one. It's just is what it is. So there you go, folks. That's how it ran. So on that note, as just a little example of some universal disturbance in my galaxy, I hope to think that I continued to be the adult in the room. But boy, what a week. Now, on a separate note, remember, Christmas is coming up. People would like some presents. I have a couple of books that I think would really solve a problem and give people some enjoyment. Mountains of the Sea, my fiction. Walter, a fish out of water, both at home and then in the Hawaiian Islands. It's a rollicking adventure story with a message. And the other one, which is my non-fiction book, Making Good Men Great, which is the message, Surfing a New Masculinity, which is the adaptive part to our journey, is also available through the usual outlets, Amazon, Booktopia, and so on. Please check them out, and if you haven't, buy one, buy two, buy a few. In any case, they'll make a great present. So until next time, see how you go with your emotional maturity. I can, right now, simply rest on my laurels for the time being until the next time Loki kicks into my universe.
Thank you for listening to Inspire Change with Gunter. Gunter Swoboda does individual and group coaching for men looking to grow. For more information on this and the global Making Good Men Great movement, check out goodmengreat.com to get into contact. If you have a topic for the show or would like to be a guest on the air, please email producers at miranda@noirtainment.com. That's Miranda, Miranda, at noirtainment, noirtainment.com. Thank you, and always keep inspiring change.